Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. I thought I'd do this very brief special video because of the sad news this week of the passing of the brilliant Loretta Switt, who is probably best known as playing Margaret Hotlips Houllihan in the MASH TV series, which happens to be one of my all-time favourite TV series. Absolutely love it. And sadly, another main cast member now deceased, as very few members of left from the series. So I thought I'd do a very quick overview of my MASH collection in honour of the passing of the brilliant Loretta Switt this week. So first off, I'm starting with a bit of a cheat actually, because this is actually a member of cast from the MASH movie. So for those that don't know, the MASH was originally created as a movie with fairly big name casts. Renée Auberjonois is the one we're going to be looking at in the moment, but lots of very famous actors, Donald Sutherland, etc., Elliot Gould in it. This is the only autograph I've got from the film, and this is Renée Auberjonois, who played Father McKay in the character Father McKay in the movie version. So I actually got this signed by him. And it's got his full name there, Father John Patrick Dago Red Mulcahy. I gave him this at a Comic-Con I went to. He'd never seen it before. He absolutely loved it, and he asked if I could pass him the details of where I found it online. You can see it's signed at the bottom. The photograph's not great. It's a little bit grainy, unfortunately, which is why the signatures doesn't look that good on here. It's much better in real life. But he signed it to Carl Renée Auberjonois, Dago Red. Sadly, Renée is now deceased as well, so we've lost another member of cast from the movie as well as the series. So I was really pleased to meet him, and here he is signing the picture for me. The rest of these autographs are from the series, then, not the film. So the next one is Kelly Nakahara, who plays Nurse Kelly in the TV series. I actually contacted somebody online years ago who turned out to be her agent, so she got Kelly to sign this for me. You can see this is her at the front, the nurse right at the front, smiling towards the camera, and she's put "To Carl Aloha" from Nurse Kelly MASH. So that's really cool, and this was my very first MASH TV series autograph. Next up, this was a through the mail request. This is from Mike Farrell, who plays the character BJ Honeycutt. You can see I sent this cast photo here, and he signed it down the bottom, "To Carl Peace, Mike Farrell." He's very good signing through the mail. There's very few left that do, unfortunately, particularly because they're all really advanced in years as it is anyway. But he signed this, and he also signed this one as well, "To Carl Peace, Mike Farrell." So really pleased to have these autographs from one of the main cast members, and certainly one of my favourite cast members. BJ Honeycutt was a brilliant character in the series, so really pleased to have these in the collection. Next up is actually a signed book purchase. This is from a charity shop, and this is Alan Alda. Alan Alda is probably the main cast member from the MASH series. He played Hawkeye Pierce. Hawkeye was from the very first episode right through to the very last, one of the only kind of mainstay characters from the entire series. And this is a signed book plate from his book Never Have Your Dog Stuffed, and you can see it's signed here, Alan Alda, nice clear signature. Very unlikely I'll ever get him signed on anything else, so really pleased to have Alan in the collection, particularly as he is the main character. He went on to write and I believe direct quite a few episodes as well, so played a big part over the course of the series. Next up, this was one that I don't actually know where it came from. I actually discovered a folder of autographs long ago when I was putting my blog together, and I found that I had this one. I don't know whether I bought it or wrote to him. I genuinely have no recollection of where it came from. But it's Harry Morgan, who played Colonel Potter, who was the second colonel throughout the series, and again my favourite of the two colonels that were there throughout the series. So this is him as Colonel Potter in the image, and you can see it says "All the best, Harry Morgan." As I say, I really don't know where this came from. I can't recall, but Harry's long since deceased. I think he died back in the 90s, so yeah, definitely a harder one to find out there. And the last autograph, and this is kind of, oh, it's not the last one actually, no, this is the second to last one. This is the one that kind of spurred me on to make this video, the absolutely brilliant and lovely Loretta Switt. I actually purchased this directly from her website about 2 years ago. So she was selling signed photos, and so I jumped on the chance to get one. You can see it's a lovely picture of her as Hotlips Houllihan, Margaret Houllihan from MASH, and she signed it to Carl. Thank you for caring. Peace, Loretta Switt. Obviously, I'll never be able to get another one of these again, particularly a personalised one. So, really, really happy to add this into the collection, to know that I've got a Loretta Switt autograph in my MASH collection. And actually, this is the last one. This was a recent TTM from the brilliant Jamie Farr. Jamie plays the cross-dressing character Klinger in the series. He's obviously, like I say, most of the cast now getting on in years. I think he's in his late 80s, maybe even early 90s. I'm not entirely sure. But I sent him 2 pictures. There's this one here again with him as Klinger with Colonel Potter. And then here again, he signed both to Carl from Jamie Farr. His character, basically, the gist of his character was he would cross-dress to pretend that he had some sort of kind of mental issues to try and get himself out of the army. It never worked. Spoilers, but he was in the series from about half, maybe a third of the way through, right through to the very, very end. One of the main characters. I think he's only meant to be in it for an episode or 2, but became such a favourite he was in it right through to the end. And again, a brilliant character. So yeah, so that's Jamie Farr. And that's it. That's it for my MASH collection. Just thought I'd show it off in this very brief video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you collect MASH stuff, please let me know. I'd love to hear what you've got. Any questions you've got, please ask. And thank you for watching. All the best, and hopefully see you again soon.